knew it was here.
Sir, weather's disrupting the signal, but we'll be able to teleport him onto the rig's main deck.
Dr. Hayden, ready to launch the package, sir.
Whenever you're ready. We cannot regain control of Urdak without the Seraphim's help. You broke the seal when you awakened the Icon of Sin in their world. The balance between their two dimensions has been broken with the demons now in control of Urdak.
Portal ready in 3, 2...
The one who stopped Khanmaker's evil plan to consume Earth. The one who triumphed over the Icon of Sin. Doomslayer, the mighty warrior. After that decisive battle, Urdak, Maker's homeworld, was exposed to the demons, and the Holy Land slowly began corrupting. The demons planned to invade other dimensions through Urdak. ARC's leader, Samuel Hayden, he said the Seraphim's power is needed to recover Urdak. Samuel then led Slayer to the UAC Atlantica facility, where he acquired one Seraphim's body in the distant past.
The death of the Khan Maker was a necessary step in saving Earth from the demons. But it came at a price.
Through the storm, Slayer set foot on the Atlantica facility. He was welcomed by demons that still survived after the Great Battle. Doomhunter, Arcfire, Baron of Hell. Many attempted to stop him. But for the one who slayed the Icon of Sin, no demon proved itself as a challenge for the Slayer. And so, through the stormy weather and raining demons, Slayer retrieves the Seraphim's key.
Yes, the key to the Seraphim's chamber. Now, we work to resurrect the only ones who can save this world and its people.
Warning, the Seraphim's chamber key has been removed. The Slayer has the key. This facility will self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.
The UAC facility was brought down to pebbles, but the Seraphim's body was yet to be found, hidden deep down within the depths of the sea.
The UAC has been in possession of the Seraphim since before your time. It is a relic from their past. The organization's most closely guarded secret. The Seraphim was the loyal aide to the Father. You and every human on this planet owe your reality to them.
The deep sea, low in altitude like your Elos. The demons who took control of Urdak and its universal portal. They chased the Slayer to the depths of the sea, sending 2 of those annoying marauders. Ballista shotgun for you. Even the heaviest of heavies, tyrants, came in pairs. This was a heavy encounter like no other. But the Slayer still had his trusty big effing friend. And as he wiped out the demonic horde that blocked his path, he was able to reach the Seraphim's chamber.
He is the one who gave you your power. It was divine intervention. I am going to transfer my consciousness into the device as Vega did. I am here to help you, as I have always. And now, they will fear you. We have been allies for some time now. I knew who you were the moment you set foot in our world, and who you could become to us. I brought you to the Divinity Machine and gave you your power. Where would all of this be now had I not had the foresight to create you? Your gifts are owed to us now. Repay the Father for all he has granted us both by returning him to his throne, and then he will save us all.
Dr. Hayden is the Seraphim. He's been with us the entire time.
I am sorry. There's no need
You
for
need to see this because he's not well. Something is happening and nobody here knows what's wrong with him.
Well, we don't know yet.
The Father's life sphere sits atop the Ingmar Sanctum, located in the blood swamps of hell. My body is undergoing rapid transfiguration. It is why I need the Father. Reach the tomb and acquire the Father's life sphere. Bring him back into physical form. I will not be able to join you. Makers cannot set foot into the dark realm. I will be waiting for you at the Sanctum.
The Seraphim cannot retrieve the sphere. It's forbidden.
I have the Blood Swamp's location online.
Be grateful. Despite your transgressions, you are given the honor to serve the gods yet again.
Going back in timeline. In the very distant ancient times. In the beginning, only the Void existed. And trespassing the Void, there was someone who created the world of reality. The omnipresent Father. The Father, in the place called the Luminarium, he first created the city of Urdak. The Makers, who were born here, helped the Father in his creation of reality. Within the Luminarium, the Makers, they built a machine that could create the life sphere. A vessel that could store one's memory, conscience, will, and essence. This meant that with the sphere, one could be resurrected to life at will. However, storing one's life in the sphere was a process that only godly beings with strong willpower could endure, because physical resurrection came with great pain, even for the gods. Therefore, the Makers were told to obey whoever came to them holding the sphere, because the very possession of one's own life sphere was a solid proof for godliness of the carrier. Meanwhile, the Father sought to create a superior realm than Urdak. Thus, in the outskirts of Urdak, in Ingmar's sanctum where many gods' life sphere was kept, Father created another dimension, and that dimension was Jekud. The Father wanted the people of Jekud to prosper independently, So while granting them with fiery ambition and mortality, he created Davith as their god. Then the father left Jekka to create the dimension of Earth. Under Davith's reign, who dearly cared for his people, Jekka prospered for ages. But as time passed, Davith's affection slowly turned into an obsession. Thinking mortality was a curse upon his people, Davith feared that his people would all eventually die and leave him. He commanded his people to discover the secret of immortality, as hatred against the father, who cursed Jekka with mortality, started growing within him. His power and obsession for immortality was so strong that it distorted the boundaries of worlds, and as Davith's forces grew in numbers, they began invading other realms, killing other gods and their creations. Davith absorbed their powers, and this made him as strong as the father himself. Thus, he became the Dark Lord. So under the Dark Lord's reign, his denizens became demons, and Jekka became Hell. As father found out about this, he thought that the Dark Lord and his greed might destroy all of father's creations. So the father isolated Jekka from other dimensions, but Davith's fury did not come to a cease. The father came to a conclusion: isolating both himself and Davith from the physical world would bring peace. So the father returned to Jekka. Under the cracking sky and on the quaking ground, the two great transcendent beings fought. After a long battle, the father was able to tear the life essence out of Davith's chest. The father returned to Urdak with Davith's life sphere. He called upon one seraphim that he adored, and this seraphim was named Samur Maker. Because the father could not kill one of his dear creations, he commanded Samur to hide the life spheres instead, both Davith's and his own, where no one would know. Samur obeyed and stored the two spheres in a place called the Ingmor's Sanctum, a sanctuary protected by an ancient trial called the Trial of Malagog. But despite having no physical body, the Dark Lord whispered his influence to his corrupted people. He ceaselessly commanded upon his people to destroy other dimensions. Meanwhile, the father, he figured that people of Earth would discover Argent energy and consequently encounter demons. To save the dimension of Earth, the father thought Earth needed a guardian. Thus, Samur the Seraphim was sent to Earth. The Seraphim transferred his consciousness within Dr. Samuel Hayden, while hiding his original body under the depths of the sea. And with the mystic technologies of the Makers, he developed the father's consciousness as an AI, Vega. So they successfully concealed their true identities as they led humans to a golden age, while preparing for an upcoming war against the demonic horde. And now, to retrieve the father's life sphere, the Slayer arrived at the blood swamps where the sanctum was. As the swamp was within Hell's influence, demons with a grudge against the Slayer were waiting for him. Of course, none of this was anything new to the mighty Doomslayer. But a new foe approached him. The demon spirits, the deathly essence, slain summoner demons. The spirits possessed other demons, empowering them with increased speed and power. As the demons came in great numbers, even the Slayer flinched against the challenging horde. Never said he lost though. The Slayer completed the two trials and proved himself worthy, as he completed the trial of Malagog with relentlessness. he achieves victory that no mortal has ever accomplished.
Retrieve the Father's soul sphere. He will save Urdak from the demons. For the humans' sake. Do it now. This is the Father's sphere. He will save me. Yes. You feel you are prepared now for this.
This is the Dark Lord's life sphere. He'll take physical form if you do this.
My God. Everyone, evacuate now!
Assuming you want to use that orb to go to Urdak, right?
This is an emergency. Please evacuate the facility now.
So long as you have a life sphere, you can get through to Urdak. Your portal signature will read like you're one of them. Listen, whatever we do, I'm in. You want to wake the devil not so you can help the demons, it's so you can kill their leader once he's taken physical form, and that'll destroy all of them, for good, right? Okay, I'll take that as a yes. I just want to be part of this. I mean, we're about to save the world. Dark Lord has only ever been written about. He's like a decillion years old and hasn't actually even been conjured into any kind of physical form for that long. Nobody even knows what he looks like. So, like I said, I'm in.
Portal coordinates set for Urdak in the 6th region of the Equestrian Hold.
All right, ready for launch, Doom Guy. I'm sorry.
Resurrecting the Dark Lord in the Luminarium and destroying him along with his physical body. A plan only Doomslayer could even think of doing. Simply destroying the life sphere would only prevent the resurrection, as the consciousness would obviously survive. This was the only way to eliminate the Dark Lord once and for all. If he succeeded, the destruction of the Dark Lord would in effect mean the destruction of all demons. Slayer entered the Hold, where ivory trees and red leaves represented the once angelic nature of the domain. But as Hell's influence has dominated over Urdak, Hellspawns appear to fight it. Also, beings of both hellish corruption and divinity, the Bloodmakers, also challenged the Slayer. As the Bloodmakers lowered their shield, Slayer shot them down. And all these demons, spawning from all these places, Slayer wiped each and every one of them out and brought himself to the Luminaria.
It is clear that I am what was known as the Father. While I have indefinite access and understanding of this world's systems, I lack the control over them necessary to remove the demons and reseal the void. Without a physical form, I am merely a presence. I have no recollection of myself. I believe my essence from the sphere could return me to my full faculties.
He clearly doesn't know what you did in the swamp. Maybe he thinks you're here to help him.
As the voice of Vega, or the Father, guided him, the Slayer enters the Luminarium, carrying Dark Lord's life sphere.
Your reckless mission ends now.
The Slayer and Samur failed to come to an agreement. As creations from the same deity, they fought for humanity together. But their approach and goals were too different. The Seraphim ended up staying as a loyal servant to his father. But the Slayer, let it be hell, or heaven, or any transcendent being, he did not want anyone to tread on humanity. As the Father's most adored Seraphim, Samur showed power that almost outmatched Khanmakers. As he summoned spirits and controlled demons to fight against the Slayer. The demons, enhanced with the powers of the Maker, attacked relentlessly, but with divine power and willpower of the mortal, the Slayer emerged victorious against the Heavenly Seraphim.
He was my servant. On my command, he removed me from this place. It is not required that you end his life. Your mission here is now your own. The fiercest among them, as only the strongest rule the demons.